Hey gang, this is Mike with my Real Estate Dojo. In the next few minutes, I'm going to show you 8 fundraising strategies for entrepreneurs that they can apply to raise capital. But actually, I'm going to give you a bonus. I'm going to give you 9 ways that entrepreneurs or even real estate investors can raise capital. The first 5 are basically the cookie cutter institutional type. But the next few are imagination, creativity, and you want to check it out. So I'm saving the last 3, which are the best ones. Actually, the last 2, the very, very best ones, and their new way of thinking, okay? So let's start. The very first way is the way I started all my businesses since high school. It's called just bootstrapping it, okay? All right, guys, I can't spell, but you guys know it's just bootstrapping it. And what does bootstrapping it means? Bootstrapping it means, you just dig in and you start where you stand, and then you come back, do the best you can. So again, you start where you stand, and then you come back, do the best you can. And in this strategy, you're not going to bankers, or you're not going and borrowing money. Whatever you have, if for example, you love your bicycle, and you have a great idea, and you want to change your family's life, then you're willing to sell your bicycle to go ahead and fund for your idea. And I think that this is the part that most entrepreneurships or people in America are missing because of the institutional and the marketing that goes on with the bankers all the way to the monopoly of our education. We're trained to have a business plan and go out there and beg for some money from some stinky banker or from some kind of institution, okay? But I think that true entrepreneurship is about bootstrapping, about starting your business and sacrificing to get what you want instead of, some of the other methods that I'm going to talk about, okay? So bootstrapping is what I've done. I've never borrowed any money to start a business, if it was from buying houses, rental houses, or if it was starting my moving company or my brokerage firm. All I did was use my imagination and creativity, okay? Now remember, the first few I'm going to talk about are what most people already know, but the last 2 or 3 is where the creativity comes into play, guys, okay? So let's move forward. The next way to raise capital as entrepreneurs is, your good old friends and family. All right? So what that means is, you're just going to your friends and family and you're asking them to believe into your idea. Some people's families will support you out. Other people's families will laugh at you and tell you to F yourself. So, and then there's mutual different boundaries, debates, sides that says, don't work with your family. And there's people that say, it's a great idea to work with your family. So that's that. I personally work with family and I got burnt, but it doesn't mean that's going to happen to you or vice versa. So keep in mind of that, because if the relationship goes sour, if the business goes sour, it may ruin your guys' relationship in one way or another. All right? Now, the next thing I want to talk about is what everyone in America already knows, and that's what they talk about, glamorize on TV, CNN, college, high school, what have you, okay? And that's basically debt. And plus, or multiply with CC, credit cards, okay? Now, there's a lot of channels on YouTube or individuals that talk about leverage. This is also called leverage. And there's a lot of movement in play, a lot of support in this idea here in America. And the reason is that because so many people are in debt. So they think that if you're 0.0, if this is 0, okay, this is neutrality, okay, that's like, you're not rich and you don't have no money, but you're not in the debt. So if you want to go right, you want to go positive, it doesn't make a lot of sense that you got to go left, which is negative, okay? So negative represents debt, positive means making money, surplus. So if you want to have a surplus or go positive, it doesn't make sense to go negative or get into a deficit or get into debt, okay? And I know this goes against many people's belief systems because we've been conditioned to training of schools because they want us to work for the man in a cubicle instead of be entrepreneurs and free thinkers. That a lot of individuals will talk about how great leverage is. And if leverage, think about it, guys, like GMC, okay, or all these different companies that when, we had to bail out with our tax money in the last crash. If leverage was such a great idea, how can a big company like GMC, or I'm not naming any specific company, just X, can go bankrupt or almost bankrupt and needs the people to bail them out? Well, that's because of leverage. Leverage allows you to artificially grow, right? And with that artificial growth, it's kind of like the stock market or Bitcoin. If it goes up there really fast, then it's going to crash, okay? So as you can see, I'm not a big fan of number 3 at all, okay? But some people love it. So I want to just put it out there. All right, let me get a little water. The next thing is that way to raise capital is, VCs and angel investors. Now, if you have a business, small or big, you can go to angel investors, and if they believe in your idea, they might fund you. They might fund you with a lot less money or percentage versus like a hard money lender or a private lender or public lender, etc. Okay, so these people are called angel investors because they're gonna kind of like do stuff that other people won't. Like, I'm an angel investor. If you have a great business idea, it's making money, a lot of times I can just put my knowledge into your business and exponentially grow your business. So if you're interested, or if you have a business proposal for me, shoot me an email. But there's people that do this on a regular basis. I don't do it on a regular basis, only if I think it's a great idea. And then there's VCs, guys. Okay. Now let's go to the next one. All right. And now the next one after number 5 is going to be great ideas, as most people have not thought about. The next one is called IPO. And we all heard about this, where companies that are private, they go public and they sell stocks and etc. Okay, there's a lot of regulation here. It's pretty hard to get in there. You need like lawyers, CPAs, all this kind of stuff. Okay, so only like the wealthy of the wealthy have opportunity to, like, let's say, raise funds in a sense. But the next point is kind of like a new idea, but not super idea, but the rest of them are going to be real good, guys, so stay tuned. It's called crowdfunding. And these have caught on because it allows the average Joe like me or you or Sam or Harry or whatever it is to put up ideas on the internet with worldwide investors, angel investors, VCs, what have you, or just the average mom and pop business owner or whoever, your student, your friends, and they could fund your deal, and which is a great part. Some of them can get ownership of your business. Some of them can get the product for free. It just depends on how the deal is structured. Okay. Now let's go to number 7, guys. Now number 7 is really cool, and it's something that just came out. It's called ICOs, and it's called the initial coin offering. And what the initial coin offering is kind of like an IPO, but without all the regulations and hoop jumping and meeting all this stuff. Okay, so it's really cool because it's what basically capitalism is, in a sense. Where you could have an invention, creativity, imagination without regulation, in a sense. Because regulation is what's killed a lot of our industry, or that's why all of our clothes is made from China, made in India, made in this, and all the manufacturing going out. Not all, that majority, okay? Because there's so much regulation. It's hard to survive as an entrepreneur, and only the selective few that by the lobbyists, and then the lobbyists by the Congress or the lawmakers survive. And that's not, I don't think, true capitalism in a sense, okay? But anyways, coming to an ICO, the great thing about an ICO is that, you're able to put your idea out there and sell tokens that can be two types. They just had a meeting with the regulators, and they were saying that some of the tokens can be considered securities, So, but some of the tokens can be, if they're utilities, then they're not going to, fit into that regulation square, okay? Which is pretty exciting stuff. So basically, if you're an entrepreneur, you have an idea, you can put it out there on the internet and sell tokens in exchange. For example, what do I mean? Let's do this like on the real estate side, okay? Let's imagine you want to start a car wash business, or you want to buy the land, you want to build on it, and then you can sell tokens into the whole project. And then on top of that, whenever the building's set up, then you can sell tokens. It's kind of like, whenever you go to a car wash place, you pay and then you get tokens and you can only use it there. So it's kind of like the same thing, but you're actually raising money and capital for your idea versus you're the consumer of it. But I was giving you two examples where, you could do tokens to raise the capital for that venture, which is like a car wash business, where you're going to get the land, you're going to build on it, what have you. But on top of that, once it's funded that way, you can use tokens to get your buyers, where they have to change tender US dollars or whatever currency you're in, what country you're in, for that token, which is kind of great idea, an ICO, okay? Or if you want to fund a real estate project, you can do an ICO versus one of these, or some other security where it requires a lot of regulation and passing, okay? Now, the other number 8, which is a great one, which is this is the one I use all the time, and this is my big secret, is what basically Tesla used as well, okay? The Tesla cars, okay? And what they kind of did is, what I do is that when I started my moving company, instead of me going to a banker, or instead of me going to a friends and family, not only did I bootstrap it, but I used number 8, which is I had my customers fund me the money before I went and did the services. For example, when I first started, I didn't have a moving truck. So what I use is, when customers booked with me, I had them put a security deposit down, like $150, and I used that money to go rent a truck because I was dead broke. I had $25 in my pocket, you know what I mean? So the point I'm saying is, I use my customers to fund me, for me to render the services or the products. And that's exactly what Tesla did with their cars. They got hundreds and thousands of people to give them $1,000 interest-free while they built their factories, built their batteries, etc., guys. And it's a very ingenious way to do it. Now, I've done that many times. When I came out with my VA book, the book wasn't finished. And the champs, the smart people, bought the book for $100, the same book I'm selling for $1,500 now, okay? And these people put the money up, and they waited weeks or months to receive it. But I pre-sold and I made almost like $12,000 and some change, almost $13,000, before I even went live with it, guys, okay? And so the technique I used was, have my customers fund me. This one is number 6, is have the crowd fund you. But my idea, and which sounds like a pretty great idea, is have my customers fund me. And I've been using that since 1999, 2000, and it's a great way. And I've still used it with my Real Estate Dojo. One great example is my VA book. That's a top seller. Like I said, I sold like $13,000 in 19 days. Many downloads, great reviews. So if you're thinking about hiring VAs, and why would you want a VA? Imagine paying somebody 75 cents an hour, and they have a college degree, they speak great English, they can do your cold callings for you. Imagine that, okay? Can you make money off that? Absolutely, because most of us will go to Zillow or Trillia or some other lead provider and pay them $300, $400, $500, $600 a month, right? And we have to share that lead with so many other people. Here, you could have a professional person that knows how to do sales, that speaks English, they just happen to live in the Philippines, or they happen to live in India. And the power of the U.S. currency exchange, you could take that $120 a month and exchange it into rupees in India, and have a guy with a master's degree that speaks English willing to work the grade night shift in his own country because he's hungry to work for you for only $120. If you want to learn how to do that, get my VA book. I know many of you guys have heard me talk about VAs. I had a student just yesterday. He's paying two VAs $800 a month, hasn't done a deal. See, many of you guys hear me say stuff and you go out there and do it and all you do is lose money. And the reason is because I've been doing this for almost 20 years. Okay, and I've been dealing with VAs from programming to IT to sales. So I've tweaked it and I lost so much money, and I'm just giving you 20 years of information, just like the review says, guys. And right now, by the way, I'm having a flash sale on my website, a fire sale. Everything's like 50, 60% off. You might want to go check it out, guys. Okay, all right, let's get back to the subject. Number 9. The number 9 way is also one of the best ways, the very, very, very best ways to create money, interest-free, without debt, and a lot of times without, owe anyone anything, okay? And this is what the Creator put into your soul, okay? It's your life mission. If you guys chase money, right? If you're chasing money, you can never be your soul's purpose on earth. But if you be your soul's purpose on earth, whatever that is, if that's taking care of old people, being a doctor, being a nurse, being an attorney, being an entrepreneur, whatever it is, writing a book, losing weight, being the best parent ever, whatever it is, I don't know, you know it, dude. But if you're chasing money, you can never do that. And the best way to do your soul's purpose without debt, without getting into paying anybody, not asking friends and family, not, raising money, is through your imagination and creativity. And that's totally for free, guys. If you put your heart into it and you believe above a shadow of a doubt and you walk into the darkness for your purpose of your soul, you're going to make it, dude. And you can use imagination to do all this stuff without ever borrowing money from anyone. And how do I know? This is exactly what I've done from my moving company to what I'm doing right now, guys, okay? And you don't need to know what to do. You just start where you stand right here, just like the shirt says, and then you come back to the best you can, okay? And many of us, when we want to do something, we always want to make it the best as we can at the very first and make it perfectionist, and that's so much burden, weight on our shoulder, okay? Because we're not perfect, and we can't do something perfect, especially the very first time we try something, okay? One great example is when my students take the Alchemy Stone class, many of them can't do the video. They're so nervous and never done a video before. But I tell them, hey, start where you stand. Let's go ahead and get it done, dude. Later on, 1 month, 6 months, you can come back and do the best you can, okay? And many of you know what you want to do in life, but for some reason, you're not taking the actions, okay? Because you're scared, or because you don't have money, or you don't know what to do, you got bills, all that stuff, right? And what I'm trying to tell you is one of the most powerful things on here is your imagination and creativity, which is totally for free, right? And the schools and colleges, they don't talk about that because everyone has it. It's free. The Creator give it to all of us, right? But when they talk about all the stuff that, that makes you seem like you're dumb or you're lacking something, or if you're an A, if you're a B, if you're a C, if you're D. And here at the dojo, I'm telling everyone here, man, you guys are all gold. You know what I'm saying? Now, depends if you have the alchemy mindset to transform. But you don't need any money, dude. That's why, for example, me or Tesla, we're able to use our customers to fund us, okay? You use imagination and creativity to do anything, okay? I can't write, I can't spell, and I was able to use my imagination and get my book on Amazon first list for a couple of days. And how did I do that? Well, it's very simple. I was a giving guy, right? I hit the streets, I put my money, and I fed a bunch of homeless people. And I took pictures of it, and I put it on my Facebook, I put it on Instagram, and I made a lot of people. Every person that bought a book, I fed a homeless person, right? And what happened? I got success. I was able to get on Amazon. You know how many people are on Amazon to get on the first page? It's pretty darn hard, guys, okay? And I was able to do it, not because I'm the best writer or because I have great spelling. I use my imagination and creativity. I created things out of love, right? Like I'm doing it right now. I'm educating you guys. I'm not getting paid for it. I do it out of love, right? And same thing with feeding the homeless people. I did 2 things that I wanted to do, which is, hey, I want to do something, climb this mountain, which is write a book and put it on Amazon. I've never done this. I failed. School said I was a stupid ass. I can't pass English, but I wanted to do that, right? And then the other thing is I did things that I love, which is I love helping homeless people. I love helping people with they're under here, and I think we're all the same. That's why when I see you guys, I bow down to you, is because we're both equally the same. I recognize that you're divine and I'm divine, and that's why we're like this. You're not ahead of me, I'm not ahead of you, and we're both equally the same. And I recognize you're divine, and I bow down to you, and that's why I do it. So the point of the story is, if you chase your damn dreams, listen to me. If you chase your damn dreams, and your dreams, if they're money-oriented because you want to have stuff and this and that, you'll work hard, all right? I was one of those workhorses. But I'm telling you, if you chase your dreams and your soul's purpose on earth, and you have the ultimate belief system that it's going to work, you're not just like, is it going to work, God? Are you going to help me out? You just got to know, dude, that when you shine, you're shining the Creator's light, dude. The Creator put you here to make the shit happen for yourself. And when you do that, when you make shit happen for yourself, you're shining the power of the Creator, dude. So simply put, guys, if you don't have money and you're in a rat race, I just showed you 8 ways to fund your business, whatever it is. If you want to make a gadget, you want to make a toy, you want to get in real estate. And if you guys are in real estate and you don't know how to fund your real estate deal, get on my website. I have a video that talks about 9 ways to fund your real estate without getting into debt, guys. So I'm not talking about getting into debt. I'm talking about ideas to fund for real estate without getting debt. Guys, if you have any questions, please leave a comment. If this is on Facebook, on YouTube. If you like this video, smash the like, please share, and don't forget the alchemy stones, guys. If you already or have success in your business, like you already are doing deals, okay, this alchemy stone is not for broke people that don't have a job, okay? I have videos on YouTube and my blog for you guys. I have much love for you guys. I've been there before. But the alchemy stone is for champs, people that all the students have came in, they do multiple deals a year, that have money, and they pay for advertisement. Okay, so if you don't want to pay for advertisement, or if you don't got no money, I got love for you. I've been there and done that. You got to get your hustle up, dude. Get on my YouTube, get on my blog, and go do it. Don't hit me up with your sad stories talking about it, blah, 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 blah. Dude, I feel you. Take action, dude. No sad stories. What I say is fuck your sad stories. Take your lacks and turn into successes, man, at the dojo, okay? But for you guys that are successful, but you want to do more deals, for you guys that are spending money in advertisement and you're not getting as much deals as you want, or for the guys that are not getting constant deals, and for the guys and girls that want to automate their business, okay, and for people that want to get free advertising, because even though the class costs money and some of the third vendors cost money, in the class I teach only at free advertisement, guys, okay? All the ideas are in this section of imagination and creativity. So I have like 14 marketing channels that generate massive amount of leads for you, okay, in autopilot. However, out of the 14, 13 are more for free. So I'm one of those guys that tells you that, hey, you got to use your imagination, creativity to make money, and I'll show you how to do it. But the alchemy stones, you know, it's almost $2,500, and that's on sale. Very soon it's going to go to $9,000. Okay, and if you want to automate your business, you want to pull in the traffic, you want to have follow-up, sales, and closing happen in automation, all in the funnel, then you need to get in my alchemy class. I'm going to show you. Not I'm only going to talk about it. I'm going to work with you one-on-one for 2 days for 8 hours, and at the same time, guys and ladies, we're going to set up all these systems. We're going to set up all these traffic funnels. We're going to set up all these follow-up funnels. We're going to talk about all this creative new ways to do cold calling without you ever picking up the phone, guys. Okay? And the alchemy stones, to simplify it, allows the sellers to chase you versus you chasing them. So if you use the alchemy stones strategies, again, you'll have the sellers calling you or chasing you versus you're always being and chasing them, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to smash the like, the share. Don't take no for an answer. See you later, gang.